Hey everybody, Mark, Myra, and Shane Allen here. It's the Interlude Podcast. Shane, hello.
Hi, Mark. You doing okay?
Oh, I'm better now. But before we get into how sick I was, this podcast we go through all the news of the day and or the news of the last week or so and in Rochester, and we talk about that. So we're gonna get to the news stories. But Shane and I, we have our big stand-up show. Mark and Shane do stand-up at Comedy at the Carlson on Saturday, April 13th.
Hmm.
Tickets are $15. Carlsoncomedy.com. You can grab them there. The Interloop blog Facebook page. You can find the link there. You could search it on Facebook. Mark and Shane do stand up. Bam. You can get your tickets there. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. So grab your tickets because that's coming up at least the time we're recording about a week away.
Yeah, get them tickets, girl.
Yeah,
Very funny,
girl.
Enrico and Rachel Days joining us, and a very special guest that we cannot name. Is it P. Diddy? Can't
Hello.
say.
We
Is it
get
Mace?
oh
We
shit.
don't know.
Oh hell yeah. Fetty Wap.
Mm.
Is it Fetty Wap?
Mark's over there looking like a feta wop. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
hello. So yeah, I couldn't I couldn't podcast last week because I was really sick. I had a stomach thing, but no puking. There's no puking going on, but like liquid piss diarrhea type of stuff. But also I was trying to like muscle through it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Where it's like, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna ask you, have did you happen to eat macaroni salad?
I did not.
Okay, because this happened to my brother and his friend. She got she got the diarrhea. And they said it was from Leo's Bakery and Deli's pasta salad or macaroni salad or something like that. So
Great sponsor.
his friend got it, and then he's like, "Let's figure this out." And he ate it himself, like a hero.
Yeah.
And they just shit their pants together.
This was, I think it was just like a stomach bug virus type thing because my daughter was throwing up like a few days before I got it.
Mm.
So I'm trying to like muscle through it because I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if this is the right way of thinking. To me, diarrhea is not like a reason to stay home from work. It probably should be. I was like dying. I was probably every half hour going to the bathroom. I did want to. So at the office, we have a bathroom that is one urinal, two stalls. I go into the bathroom, get into one of the stalls, um, think I'm alone and just rip it. I just grip it and I rip it, Shane.
Mm.
And I'm like, just the noises, the liquids, just it's a disaster. And when I'm all done and like kind of panting at the end of it, I hear somebody like kind of like cough and like walk out of the like I scared them out of the bathroom because I would have held it in at least until they were done.
Mm.
But it was really bad. And then on I think it was last Wednesday. So I'm not good at taking care of myself. You should probably be drinking a little Pedialyte or some Gatorade or generally try to keep liquids in your body, like drink a lot. And I wasn't doing that. And in the middle of the night or right before I went to bed, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to eat something. I ate like some grilled chicken. Like maybe this will help. I woke up in the middle of the night and was just diarrheaing and dry heaving. And I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital. It just turned out I was super dehydrated because I wasn't drinking anything as liquid was pouring out of my asshole. So then I didn't end up going to the hospital, but I just chugged like two things of Gatorade, and that seemed to fix me at least for that day. But it lasted with me for like 6 or 7 days.
Jesus Christ.
So
You had like dysentery.
yeah, it was bad, man. Yeah,
If
I
you
went
were
full
in like a
Oregon Trail.
foxhole, they would have mercy killed you.
Yeah, no, it was bad. That is. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm drinking a little Kool-Aid.
That's hydrating.
Um, with some
It's
ice in
good to
it.
see you're on the mend with the Kool-Aid. Fucking asshole.
um. So
Yeah, so I really learned my lesson. Sips of Kool-Aid.
big milkshake.
Just
Uh,
Mark's putting his head in a aquarium filled with salt water right now.
oh shit! I forgot what I was gonna say.
It's
There's
probably
some
because you're fucking dehydrated.
there's something important. Either way, though, so better now. Feeling good. That it took me like a week to get feeling all right, but I'm good for the stand-up show coming up. I'm excited. We've got celebrities coming to the show.
We do.
Yeah.
Damn.
Deanna King is coming.
Oh
Or she
shit, that's
she
a lot of
bought tickets.
pressure.
She bought tickets. That doesn't mean she'll come to the show. She bought tickets. She's a liar though, so she might not show up.
Still can't figure out if she likes me or not. I guess this will be the real
Yeah.
test. The real test.
You know what? She doesn't talk about you at all, so that's a good sign.
Is it good? I guess maybe it is good because I've been
Yeah.
in the room with her during commercial breaks, and I guess it is better if she's
If
not
she's not
talking about
talking
me.
about you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's plus.
I have not been promoting this to my parents at all
The
because
show?
I'm planning to do a lot of really really crass material
Oh,
that I
damn. Why?
I'd be embarrassed to. So
All right.
if you're looking for a clean comedy show, this ain't it, sister. But I think Natalie Cuomo is there same time as us, the Carlson, so you can go see her. I think she's I don't know what what she does.
Um, yeah, I think she does comedy, right?
Oh, okay,
Yeah. I
that
think
makes
this
sense.
happened last time. I think
We
we
always get
were
booked with the Cuomo. We get
with the
the Cuomo
Cuomo.
bump.
Oh yeah, got that Cuomo bump.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
hope that she comes up on us and like gives us a light tap on the ass. Give us
Yeah.
the real Cuomo treatment.
Oh yeah, like and then says, I'm Italian. This is what we do.
What? You never been kissed on the pussy before? That's
It's
how us Italians say goodbye. What are you talking about?
all right, Shane. Should we get right into the news? You got anything?
Oh, these people are hungry for some news. These people that listen to our podcast, this is their source for news. We've been gone for so long. They have no idea what is happening in Rochester. We need to get to it, Mark.
All right, let's get some news. Shane, you got to start us off with the bigum.
The Bigham.
Yeah,
Mark, we missed the biggest story that's ever happened to Rochester because you can't drink water.
but it could have been the reason I got sick.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
By now, this is old news. Everybody knows it, but like, we got to talk about the Highland Reservoir situation.
Hmm.
So, I'm doing this from memory because I don't have this pulled up in front of me.
Yeah.
But man found dead in the Highland Reservoir. They say the water's good. You can continue drinking it. Water's fine.
Yeah.
I remember there was the Captain Bellow of the police force. He was like, guys, water's good. Want to make sure that it gets out there. Water's good.
Which is one of those things where even like I'm the type of person where if you go like pool's good to jump into, if anybody tells me, not even the person that owns the pool, I'm so trusting. I go, that sounds good. Even trusting Mark when I heard the police officers that had just scooped out a corpse out of the Highland Park Reservoir, when they said good to drink, even I said, what are we talking about here?
We've been over here dipping our donuts into it. It's fine.
I'm gonna find an
Look at Greg
eyelash.
over there. Look at Greg over there, Officer Greg. He's got a super soaker. He's just been spraying in his own mouth all day. He's so
Like,
silly.
I don't even want to drink out of the Highland Reservoir if I know that an alive person swished their finger in it a little bit, let alone
Mhm.
a corpse that's been getting nice and bloated in there.
So then it comes out that this person has fell in there 3 or 4 weeks before they found the body.
Yeah.
And that's when they were like, hey guys, just real quick, I'd boil your water just to be like
Just a bit.
Dave. If you're thinking about having water today, I know this doesn't apply to the Myra household, but most of us drink water. And if you're feeling thirsty, go ahead and stick it in a pot real
Like,
quick.
think of what I know we don't do it usually anymore, but think of when you were a kid and you took I don't know, an 18-minute bath. Think of how your body reacted, your alive body reacted in those 18 minutes. Okay.
Mhm.
Now multiply that by 1,872. Okay. That's
Yeah,
what was in the reservoir.
but that's what keeps on getting me is because they were like, even though they messed up super hard at the reservoir, that they missed a body, which they're not small bodies. And the reservoir, it's not as big as you think. You can probably see it, but they didn't. Missed it for multiple weeks. They're still running their tests, or I guess so they say. I don't like allegedly, right? Because they kept on saying, yeah, I mean, we are doing the tests the whole time with the water. You have to do it, state and city guidelines and everything like that, and we never found anything wrong with the water. So maybe we got bad tests, is what I'm saying. How you didn't notice it with a test?
You,
You
you,
don't have you don't have like a dead man ass test that doesn't come up. What are you testing for?
or even there, I'm getting
Gingivitis? Like that didn't pop up in any of the readings you do?
I'm just also getting the feeling that there is some guy out there that has the best job in the world. Like there's some dude like Craig. Craig's out there and he's the Monroe County Water Authority looky loo. And he probably gets paid like $87,000 a year. And his whole job, like his job description is to give the reservoir a little looky loo every day. Go look over
Mhm.
here. Okay. I don't see anything over there. Looky loo over there. And he's just burnt out. He's burnt out on looky looing. Okay. And so for the last couple of months, he's just been cashing a paycheck and not taking a little sneak peek at the reservoir to see, if there's even just like a bloated raccoon carcass inside of it.
Mhm. So, and speaking of that, have you seen anything about anybody getting fired from
Oh
this?
no, no,
I saw so
it's
Mendoza
gone.
stepped down,
The story's gone. Oh yeah, I
and
heard
that
some
was
stuff
around
about
that
that.
time.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with him.
Nothing to do with this, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So they're not connected, but that was around that time, and I was like, "Is that what we're doing? We're just getting rid of the doctor that would be in charge of like treating
yeah.
everybody that's drinking dead man." Like, okay, but yeah, nobody got fired from this. Maybe there's an investigation I don't know about, but like, I haven't heard about anything like going up as a to fix this problem. Mark, I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. There's just this big open pool of water
yeah,
in Highland Park,
yeah.
and that just goes to people's houses. There's nothing in between that.
So from my understanding of it is that it gets processed at the treatment plant and then goes into the reservoir already treated.
And
A-
then
And then from what I understand, goes through a tunnel that has the equivalent of a spaghetti strainer, and then goes to everybody's houses. Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Because I was talking to some older folks, and they're like, "Oh yeah, there was a problem with bird shit in the water not too long ago too. The avian flu, that was a thing." Like, okay. I maybe I'm dude, I'm an idiot. I'm a
Yeah.
real dummy. But yeah, this has made me really like look into how water is getting sent to my home in Penfield. Uh, but yeah, in the city, finding out is awful. We have an awful system for the most important thing to come to your home.
Not to be dramatic here, but it isn't out of the realm of possibility that, like, let's say there was a terrorist attack that they just, I don't know, poured a jug of poison into it. Right? 'Cause we've
It
all
seems
been to
very
it.
easy. It is a very scalable fence, and there's no netting or anything on top of it. Like, I, but apparently it's up to code. That's what they kept on saying. Like
Mm,
everything we do here is up to, according to state guidelines. And it's
I
like I think we need to relook these state guidelines.
I read an article from the Democrat and Chronicle saying that these open air, all right, the open air reservoir. So like you're right, yeah, that water just goes to everybody's house. I'm just saying, like if let's say I made like a bowl of Jello, even when I put it in my own fridge, which the likelihood of somebody drowning in my fridge not high. Even when I put it in my own fridge, I cover up that bowl of Jello with some even tin foil.
Well,
Even
yeah,
even
because
I do that thing where I put a plate on top of it just because I'm nervous, like a fly's gonna go in there or something.
that if you just left a bowl of anything in your fridge, it's collecting all the stank from everything else
Yeah.
around there.
Yes.
So you're telling me that Highland Park, where they do all of these festivals, it's picking up this kettle corn stank. It's picking up porta potty
Blooming onion
stank.
steak.
It's picking up the feet of the hippies that are gonna go see Daniel Ponder
Yeah.
and Rusted Root.
The,
It's
the,
picking up all that stank and going directly into somebody's baby's mouth because they're
but
using it for formula.
do you know how much Zach Brown tribute band Taint Sweat we've been drinking?
So much.
So yeah, it's open like that. So from what I understand, an article I read with the Democrat and Chronicle is that the government, the federal government, years ago was like, hey, all these open air reservoirs, you need to do one of two things or a couple of things. You need to either have them processed, have the water processed as it leaves the reservoir, like cleaned. You need to cover the reservoir, or you need to get rid of it and get a water tower.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, Rochester, New York, we were grandfathered into keeping our reservoirs and we had to change them by 2024. Like this was the year where we had to
This
get
is a year.
we had to like cover it.
And now they're gonna make a big thing of it where they're like, guys, we're gonna fix this up. As if like they weren't putting
Forced.
procrastinating forever. That seems like the most important thing. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
That's wild to learn about that and like just learning about just how old the pipes are in the city. And it's like clay pipes. God, water's disgusting, dude. I'm like a never water drinker now. I'm on board with the Myra plan of just Coca-Cola. I'm letting the Coca-Cola company
I drink
process
water.
all my water because I feel like a Brita's not cutting it.
What I love too about the story was they started doing the boil advisory for whatever 24, 48 hours. And when they got asked like oh because there was a body in there?
Mhm.
Oh, because there was a body in there? They're like, no, that's not the reason we're doing the boil advisory. The reason there was a boil advisory is because they had to drain the reservoir because of the body. They scrubbed it up real good. And then for whatever reason, um they had to put the water through a different either exit or entrance into the reservoir. So they didn't know if there was stuff that got kicked up or whatever. But it's
Mhm.
like, why are you so concerned about the shit that got kicked up when there was bloated corpse that was decomposing in there? I'm more worried about that than the sandstone that's going to get kicked up in the exit of the water that we haven't used in a long time.
So, and, like we're reporting this weeks after it
Yeah.
all happened. I have not seen a rash of stories like I'm sick as hell, dog. I can't stop vomiting blood. You know, it seems like it's kind of safe to drink water that a guy has been dead in. Is what I'm
Yeah.
learning. I guess if there's a big enough pool of water, you could just drink dead guy. My thing is like these people are living in the city. They were drinking this water for a while. Now knowing that their water is clean, are they upset? Like, are they like, just doesn't got the tang I like anymore? You
You
know,
know, I've
like,
been missing that corpse water a little bit, you know?
it just doesn't. Listen, Tom, can you just stick your foot in my water?
Yeah.
Just
A little
I want
stir.
to feel again. You know, just get the taste. I love it. You know,
Uh,
like there was a pizza shop there that was just like the dough's never been better. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something happened. I don't know. The dough has never been better. That's what they always say about the bread in Rochester. It's like we got the best bread. It's because the water.
Yeah. That's what they
Wow.
say about the like New York City bagels. Like the
Yeah.
water, it's because of the Twin Towers dust in it.
Yeah.
You know, it just hasn't settled yet.
Insane. Yeah.
Uh, uh,
Nobody's been fired. Nothing seems to be changing. So drink it up, boys and girls.
um, other big thing coming up was we are a few days away from the solar eclipse
Yeah.
Monday, which it looks like it's gonna be all right outside. It's a little cloudy, but then it's not supposed to be cloudy, and so then we can see the eclipse happening. I know you and I were
I
like,
don't know why anybody's looking at the weather now.
well,
You
they
know what I
want to see
mean?
the eclipse.
But I'm saying like the weather changes here.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Don't look at the weather until the day of. Like, what do you know what I mean? Like,
The
I've been reading about people that are like canceling their trip to the Texas because they're like, oh, it's gonna be bad there, so I'm gonna go to Rochester, New York instead because the weather is gonna be better there. Okay, good luck to you,
so
dummy.
this is what I was thinking about the eclipse. Um, the biggest kind of I'd say spacey thing that I can remember was back I was a youngin. I was maybe like 1995. Do you remember that comet? Like the Haley Bop
Haley's,
comet? Haley's comet? No, not
yeah.
Haley's comet. Haley's comet was in the 80s. This
Oh,
is the Hale Bop comet. It's like
oh,
hyphened.
okay.
And I remember my mom's a space lady. She's she got real excited about it.
She okay?
She's a space lady. She loves space. Okay. And so every night we'd look at the comet in the night sky. And it looked cool. And I think it lasted like half a year. It was up there for a very long time. But do you remember what else happened during comet season?
No.
No, not the firebenders getting full power, Shane, and
Hmm.
being able to use their firebending skills at maximum rate. Not that, Shane, but rather that cult they killed themselves. They were the ones that had the purple like Nikes or something.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Heaven's Gate,
Yep.
Heaven's Gate cult drank the Kool-Aid cyanides mixture, ended up killing
Yes.
themselves because they thought that the comet was like God or something.
Yep.
We got eclipse full totality eclipsey thing going on. I'm just saying, any Rochester cults, this is the time to kill yourself. We're gonna get a mass event here, right?
Yeah, I haven't heard a lot of rapture stories about this eclipse. Huh? They just given up on that?
Have you guys
There's
given
got
up
to
on mass
there's
killings?
you know that there's some preacher in the South right now that's like, the eclipse is a sign from God that the gays and trans have
It's-
taken over.
yeah.
And you need to give me $10 more so I can stop these damn doctors from turning winkies into peepees and vaginas.
Winkies into pinkies. Oh, that'd be a good commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
No,
saying.
sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying. I didn't know if there was going to be like a mass kill event. That's all.
Oh, there will be somewhere for sure. Um, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm oversaturated with the solar eclipse stuff. I'm trying not to be jaded about it.
That's what I'm sick of. The negativity with this eclipse.
Everybody's just complaining about traffic already.
There's so we are people that we have no right to complain about traffic. We don't live in traffic. It's
I'm saying,
it's it's like in Rochester, New York, complaining about too many fucking palm trees.
mhm.
We have zero, you dumb fucks.
Hey, I
There's gonna
got
be
one.
20 minutes of traffic,
Mhm.
you assholes.
Well, they're saying like gridlock. You know,
Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
where the fuck are you going? You know,
Yes.
just let these idiots from out of town drive to their dog shit Airbnb that they have in Greece that got jacked up in price. They're paying $800 a night to live in, in a studio apartment in Greece. Let them drive around like assholes.
Yeah.
Get your stuff now. Don't go to Wegmans on Saturday. That's already a mess. It's going to be worse for Eclipse Day. Just stay home. What are you
Uh,
doing? Why are we
this
even conducting business that day?
we're just the type of people where it's like we complain that nothing ever happens here because it's Rochester and it's boring. We don't have a lot here, you
Mhm.
know. The Red Wings have been delayed 3 days because of rainy weather, and people are losing their minds, pissed off about that. We
Yeah.
complain about nothing happened here, and then finally something happens, and now we're pissed that something happens. This reminds me of like my dad. Every Christmas, he would just be angry that it's Christmas because there's too much wrapping paper everywhere.
Mhm.
Oh, look at all of this. Just on the ground. It's like, yeah, we'll clean it up, you fucking asshole.
This really is just like what it would be like if we were a real city, you know?
Yeah.
Like other cities have music festivals, and this is what happens. A flood of thousands upon thousands of people just show up in their town and live there
Hmm.
and just blow up the economy, and it's great. And
We're pissed.
and we're like, God damn it.
Have you ever
Change?
have you ever been to Orchard Park during a Bills game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks for them 7 days of the year.
But guess
All
what?
right.
They're not even moving the stadium to a better area where traffic wouldn't be less insane. They're just literally like, do it
Right
across the
next to it.
street.
Just
Fuck
do it
it.
there.
Listen, we got these houses over here that they make $10,000 a day parking SUVs in their front yard. What are we gonna do?
All right. We're gonna go to the Patreon side of the episode, patreon.com/interlude podcast. It's $4 a month. You get longer podcasts and earlier podcasts. Remember, come out to the comedy at the Carlson on Saturday, April 13th for Mark and Shane do stand up. We have a lot of funny people coming out to do stand up with us. It's only $15 and get your tickets now. So just in case they sell out and you're left out in the cold to not see it.
So to plug our Patreon, which we are gonna go over to the other side, just a little teaser. We're gonna be sliding on over there saying goodbye to a real Rochester staple.
Oh, dang.
Something
Yeah.
going away forever.
Oh,
Maybe.
and we were being talked about on Rochester Reddit.
Well, I was going to say, welcome to all the Rochester Reddit people
Hmm.
that are now listening to the podcast because I sadly slunked into Reddit and plugged the podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Please give us money on our Patreon. Maybe we should talk shit about 94.1 The Zone just to make them happy,
Oh,
which
yes.
I'm happy to do. Happy to do it. But
Yeah.
we save all the shit talk for Patreon just because we know that anybody that works in radio would never pay to listen to that.
We can't be carrying this torch of talking shit about a radio station for the last 3 years all by ourselves. And we're glad that the rest of the Rochester community has joined in on it.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, poor people.